as Mwelezi says, I think we are assuming government of national unity means the parties that come together are united. No. Government of national unity have always been about bringing parties that are opposed to one another to achieve a particular goal at a given moment. It may be that, it's in times of war, or, or in Germany, it may be that all parties are all at about 30% each and all of that. So it's used in the sense of saying you're bringing as many parties together in the hope of unifying the country. But you've got to start on the basis that these are different political parties. Forget what they say that it's in the best interest of the people in the country. It's not. It's in the best interest of the party, the leadership, and those who are likely to make it into the cabinet. So if you come to the letter written by Zille, I think we're looking at that letter of Zille without looking at, earlier on the ANC had sent a letter that says in their calculation they're looking at about six cabinet members, ministers, and seven deputies. But at that time, it had been said the ANC had offered them 3. And I'm sure the DA in responding simply said, look, we will up that, twice, but they all know that they're not going to get that number. Whether you say equity or whether you use pro rata and all of that, they are not going to get that number. I think for me, so they are teething, but it is better that we have these teething problems before the executive is announced. Rather than announce the cabinet, they meet in the first meeting. Everyone thinks, no, we're not one united cabinet. There are 3 cabinets. There's the IFP, there's the DA, there's the ANC. Once you know it's one cabinet, then I'm sure we will start working out where are the areas of convergence in policies, because they are there. Where are the areas of differences? Which ones can be resolved immediately and which ones will take time?
Well, I'm no expert at negotiation. Actually, Mbazima and myself, we used to be in COSATU. We worked for COSATU. He was elected and I was an employee of COSATU. So he knows a lot more about negotiation than I do. So I'm a bit reluctant to say, is this a negotiating strategy and so on. Maybe he knows better than me. However, I think the Constitution says the President of South Africa appoints the ministers. And I think the DA is out of line to go public. They can say whatever they say behind closed doors, but I think it's out of line to go public and be seen to be dictating to the President of South Africa what the Constitution, to go against the Constitution of South Africa. That is not correct. The President of South Africa must implement the Constitution of the country, whether it affects the DA or whether it affects me or whether it affects, that's why he is elected, to implement the Constitution of the country. So I think the DA is out of line. They may be fine that the portfolios that they think about, but they can't go to the president and say, you must appoint me to run the Minister of Justice, to run the Department of International Relations. That's the president's decision. Now, they are trying to undermine the authority of the President of South Africa. And that, in my view, is no-no, because then they claim they want law and order, but they are undermining the authority of the president, who is responsible for law and order.